I was in the Marine Corps. People ain't know that. But unlike you, I ain't proud of that. Because uppity white people kept thanking me for service. I felt foul for that. I was running with grown-ass men who would drop a bomb where a child was sat. They say they turned me to a man. It turns out that's where the cow was at. Nah, because niggas hollering God bless the troops while the Lord's watching. Like he don't notice your prophet and your prophet is your prophet. Boy, stop it. You don't even know how the war started. You just couldn't afford college. I had the same dream as Martin. I woke up and absorbed knowledge. Acting like because they paying us well, the shit is fine. I realized I got enemies too. And I get held for killing theirs, but jailed for killing mine.
Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth and who rule well, and peace and blessings with sincerity to the hopeful elect. May salvation be in your futures. So I think I'm going to entitle this lesson, The Death of Patriotism. Okay?
Patriotism.
The definition of patriotism: the quality of being patriotic, devotion to and vigorous support for one's country. All right. And those days are long gone. And this is the reason why America Babylon the Great is going to have to implement a draft for this upcoming Third World War. All right. Because the patriotism has been lost, man. People aren't looking to support America and put their life on the line for America anymore. Okay. Okay. Because they see the hypocrisy of America Babylon the Great. And ultimately the Lord is shattering these strongholds. All right. So I'm going to read a little bit of this article from CNBC, and it reads, why the U.S. military faces a growing recruiting crisis. It says the U.S. military faces a growing recruiting shortfall, one so large that legislators are getting concerned. The Army has to recognize that there's been an evolution in that young population, said the U.S. Rep. Jackie Spear, chair of the subcommittee on military personnel. And if you're going to target that young population for service, you've got to make it appealing to them. All right. Of all the military branches, the U.S. Army is running into the most difficulties this fiscal year. And bringing in recruits, the other services should manage to hit their goals according to stars and stripes. But underlining issues continue to make recruiting a difficult endeavor. It says some services are struggling more than others, said Mackenzie Eaglin, senior fellow at American Enterprise Institute. The Army is certainly struggling the most. They're also the biggest. They're revisiting some of the fitness standards and some of the academic standards right now to try to scramble for the end of this fiscal year. Right. They're lowering the IQ standard and the physical requirements. Okay, because most of these Americans are fat, obese, and out of shape. So basically, they're just trying to gather bodies. It says the U.S. Department of Defense did not respond to CNBC's request for comment. All right, I bet they didn't. All right, so let's get a precept. Isaiah 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Right. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is going to reveal all the lies and deception, okay, of this chief mountain, okay, this chief government, this chief nation, America, Babylon the Great, which spreads its democracy and its philosophies and ideologies all throughout the four corners of the earth. The Lord is going to reveal the truth, and all the nations are going to see this whore for what she really is. And that's what the Lord is doing. And this is why you're seeing, patriotism at an all-time low. Okay. So real quick, I'm gonna get a little bit of this article. All right. Because people are seeing what their patriotism gets them. All right. This is a quick article. It reads, Idaho man dies while fighting as volunteer soldier in Ukraine. It says Dan Partridge, a 34-year-old man from Idaho who fought as a volunteer soldier in Ukraine, died on Tuesday from injuries sustained during a Russian attack in Luhansk. The Ukrainian government has recruited people with military experience to join the International League for the Territorial Defense of Ukraine. At least 4 other U.S. citizens have been killed fighting in Ukraine, based on reports from families and the State Department. As a former U.S. Army infantryman, Partridge said he felt spiritually called to volunteer. Hey, man's goings is of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way, man? All right, the Lord put the spirit on this man to go over there and die. It says, Partridge said he felt spiritually called to volunteer, said his sister, Jenny Corey. He flew to Poland on one-way ticket in April. His rucksack packed with body armor, a helmet, and tactical gear. Made it to the embassy, getting on a bus for the border. Partridge wrote on Facebook on 27th of April, from this point on, I will not likely be given location of actions for OPSEC reasons. I will let you all know I'm alive. Partridge joined the unit that included volunteers from other countries, Corey said. The unit was in Severodonetsk, a city in Luhansk region, when Partridge was hit in the head with shrapnel during an attack by Russian fighting vehicles, Corey said. The unit had no stretchers and was still under attack, Corey said, but soldiers carried Partridge out on a blanket and loaded him. Salakia. Oh man, this is what this man's patriotism got him. It says, Salakia, the unit had no stretchers and was still under attack, Corey said, but soldiers carried Partridge out on a blanket and loaded him on others into a truck. I have a picture of the truck, Corey said. The photo showed a drab painted pickup with shredded rubber hanging off the wheel hubs. All but one of the tires were destroyed in the rush to safety. As a family, we really like that picture of the vehicle. It speaks to the bravery of how they tried to save their men and the way they pushed the vehicle to its last leg just to get to the hospital, Corey said. It speaks volumes. Partridge leaves 5 children. Corey deflected questions about the children and other parts of Partridge's life, saying the family had agreed to focus on his military service out of respect to those still living and still affected by his personal life. We want to just focus on the good that he did and don't want to mention any personal things, Corey said. So this man left behind 5 children. This is what his patriotism got him. got him hit in the head with a piece of shrapnel, put on a blanket, dragged, rushed to a truck with 3 flat tires with the rubber hanging off, trying to get away. All right? This is what this man's patriotism got him. All right? So let's get some more precepts, man. Second Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. And what are these strongholds? The lies and the deceptions that has taken hold of 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, through you drinking the wine, okay, of America, Babylon the Great. All right? Okay? This is Isaiah 29 and verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. All right? So this isn't talking about wine. This is talking about the philosophies and ideologies, the ways of life of America, Babylon the Great, okay, which only brings death, all right, to our nation. Because this place, everything about this place is transgression of the Lord's law. All right? So it says, for the Lord Yahweh hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep and hath closed your eyes. And the Lord has done this to 2/3 of the nation of Israel. All right? To the point where you believe in patriotism. You believe in fighting for America, Babylon the Great. You believe that this is your country. All right? Even though they consider you, what is it, 3/5 of a man. They don't even consider you human. All right? So this is why 2/3 of our nation is not going to make it, man. Okay? But it is what it is. All right? Matter of fact, let's continue at 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down the imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. All right? So, at the end of the day, man, the Lord is going to continue to bring down, to cast down these strongholds, and lift up the skirt of America, Babylon the Great, and let the world see this place for what it truly is. All right. So, Lord's willing, this was edifying. Shalom, Israel.